Hello. I disabled my camera, didn't I? Ha! There you are. Let us continue the adventures of Chrysics. Now, where did I leave off? Winnicky, right. And we're also looking for Serena Bloodfeather, so we're going to head into the northern part of the Barrens. And hopefully get this dagger. Which will be a nice upgrade. Hello, King Lich. How are you doing? When's the last time I gave away a prize? I should give away a prize. I'm trying to think. What do I still have left? Steam collections? No. Inventory. Not much happening. But that's unfortunate. Huh. Dysfunctional systems, how to survive, invisible ink, minion masters, state of decay. Yeah, those are the games I have. Ah! What am I doing? These guys are actually level 16. Why are you running? Hello, NYT person. Is that like New York Times? Are you a journalist? I'm sorry, that was insulting. I would never insinuate someone as a journalist. Not intentionally, anyways. Boulder load. All right, did I have the shipment? No, that's on the docks. That's not here. Stolen river plans. Southeast, wrong direction for this. Camp Tarajo I haven't gone to for that. Meant to be pronounced night person? Ah. That makes much more sense. Yes. Captain Fairmount. Cannoneer. No, these are Venture Co. Bristleback. Ah. Skull Mines. While the Venture Company outfit at Stone Tell Mountains hired Gorenzo Wrench Whistle, a gnome. A gnome! The way he says it, you can tell. He doesn't like gnomes. These guys are level 17, though. I should be careful. Ah. I effed that up. Because I don't have a kidney shot yet. Did he really disarm me? Wow. And then runs away and dodges. Alright, whatever. Western edge of Windshear Crag. Not sure. I don't think this is the quest for that. Probably should have added an E after T. That might help a little bit, yeah. I mean, if you're going to have all the numbers anyways. Battered mallet. Two-handed. All right. I don't think he's here. Wait, let me look at the quest again. Garenzo. All right, this is not the area. I didn't think it was. You should log into your main. You don't have to. It doesn't make any real difference to me, I suppose. Oh my god. There is a way up there. I know I can. It must be this one. All right, let's go that way then. I know there's at least 2 quests for this area, but I didn't get the quests, I guess. Or at least not yet. Okay, fine. Be that way. Ugh, surely I don't have to go all the way around this stupid mountain. Surely. I would really prefer not to. If it can be avoided. There we go. I mean, if you're allowed to get up here, I would smooth out some of these paths so they're not so difficult. Dorotar. The Bahrains. I'm just going to mispronounce everything today. I'll be absurdist Warcraft. So if you're on the Cappy server, there is an English channel. Just type /join English and you'll be in it. And that's where all the normal stuff you'd see in world chat is there, but in English. Helps a lot. All right, Windshear Crag this is a different area. I'm going for oh yeah, vaccinate. All right, we'll look we'll keep an eye out for those. Hey Meat Shield, how you doing? Good morning. In my case, good evening, but it will be morning in not too many hours. Then I'll probably go to bed. Cadrak at the Watchtower in Northern Barrens. Ah, I ran past that then. Consumed by hatred is just any bristleback. These are the ones on the way to Tarajo. All right, let's start with Serena Bloodfeather, and then when we run back, we'll go by the Northern Tower. Or actually, the Northern Tower is over this way. Also, that is a rogue quest, but I'm not on that rogue quest as far as I recall. I think I have to be level 20. Captain Fairmount. No, that's also further south. All right, I've simply... Kodo liver. That actually could be something I could do while I'm out here. I believe there's some Baron Kodo here. There's one. Oh, see if he's got a liver for me. Ah, and I can inoculate a gazelle at the same time. Perfect. Perfecto. Cured. See? Arthas was wrong. You could have easily stopped the plague. So that was the perfect combo right there. Yeah, got the liver. All right, what's the other parts? Thunderhawk and Lightning Land. Neither of which are going to be up in this area. Thunderhawks are much further south. So most of these are leading me towards Camp Torajo. So we'll try to get the Serena Bloodfeather kill, and then we'll move on. If we can get the dagger from Darsok, Swift Dagger, then we'll be in good shape. The next area, since so much of the... Since so much of your damage as a rogue comes from your main hand weapon. Wow, there's almost no audio. Did I turn down the master volume? I must have. There we go. Also, while we're here, controls auto self-cast. You're in my way. Copper chain vest. Ah, blacksmithing. I can learn that one. Nice. You keep pronouncing Tarajo with an H? Tarajo? That could very well work, to be honest with you. I don't remember actually hearing it when it was being discussed. I'm not even sure it existed when I was doing the Baron's quests. I am playing on the Capybara server. Capybara Paradise. It is a Southeast Asia server. So it is mostly Mandarin speaking. That said, I don't really mind. And I have a good ping because I'm in Thailand. So today it's about 10 milliseconds higher than it was yesterday, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe there's a lot more people here, which would make sense. Aha! There she is. I was looking for you. Fix it. 15 nugget slugs? Sludge fen to the east. Okay. We'll do that next. Is there... I think there was... Is the quest sending you up to this one or the one further back? That's what I'm not sure of. Okay, that's an itchy ear. That's no good. All right. Where is the quest for running to the north tower? Here it is, Kadrak. On the Zoram Strand. Yeah, okay. It must be this one. Yep, there he is. Kadrak. Gotta remember that I have these dual sprints to use and actually use them. Oh.
What do you need?
This is more involved. Either we go get the light point now, or we ignore this. Because this is a lot of running around.
for the Horde.
We'll accept it. But I want to kill Serena Bloodfeather before we go that way. For those who don't know, this is a reference to Rexar. This is from Darsalk Swiftdagger in the Crossroads. It's one of the quests that I wrote. And I did indeed reference Rexar from the what you call it, Duratar campaign in Warcraft 3 TFT. And in that campaign, you kill her sister. So this one's Serena Bloodfeather. I don't remember what the Rexar campaign one was. Maybe it was just Bloodfeather. But that's what sparks the whole harpy attacks on the caravans of the Horde. Darn that Rexar. Always causing problems for everyone. Rexar is kind of useless in WoW, though, huh? Yeah. He did not get his fair due. And part of that had to do with the ogres not being included on the Horde as a playable race. Because Rexar was sort of the liaison between the Horde and the ogres, being the Mognathal half-ogre that he was. But none of that seemed to pan out for some reason. Which is unfortunate, because I think playable ogres makes a shit ton of sense. That was a mistake. Damn. Alright, we'll go for a front stab then. But T-Well brought him back. I saw him occasionally in Desolus. Well, I mean, that's from a... What update is that from? Does anyone know? Alright, fine. Yeah, that's from Classic. I don't know if which patch it's from, but... But they didn't do much with him, was kind of the point. He just has like one quest lead in for Onyxia as part of the chain. And then doesn't have much purpose beyond that. He just roams around with like he has somewhere to go, but doesn't really go anywhere. Damn, kicking my ass. I may have to go fishing again soon. I'd really like to hit level 20 before I do. You didn't see him at all playing retail? Well, that's because he wanders a very long path. He doesn't sit still, so if you're looking for him, you'll never find him. I mean, like, you might luck upon him, but you could easily play the game for a year and never see him. He's only in that one area. And beyond that, if you don't do... Is it the Onyxia questline? I think he's part of the Onyxia questline. If you don't do that questline, then you'll never see him. Or at least, you know, you might accidentally run into him once. Once or twice. If you're lucky. He's not going to aggro that raptor, is he? No, there's no way. Gonna let him come back. Yes. All right, we're on the lookout for Serena Bloodfeather. Oh, let's cure this sickly gazelle. See, Arthas did everything wrong. The plague was easily cured. If only he had some curative animal salve for all the people of Stratholme. He already saw them as animals, that's why it's called the culling. Yep. I do have to remember I don't have Vanish, so if I aggro anything, I've got to deal with it in some fashion. You remember running into him as Alliance and getting punted across the world? Yeah, he was not Alliance friendly, I believe. Still isn't, as far as I know. Which would make sense since he is Horde. I remember Serena Bloodfeather being like way in the back. Just looking for the corpse or something. Oh. Well played, ambusher. Serena's not stealthed, is she? I know there are more unique examples like Garona. Would the races of Warcraft all be compatible with each other in general? I always thought there should be a character option in the creation screen to make half mixed races. Right. Regarding Rexstar, I was wondering, he was half ogre, half orc, right? What is the general consensus on half races in WoW? Yes. Rexstar, I believe, was half ogre, half orc. Hence the Mognathal being an orcish name for him. Not a name, but a how the orcs named hybrids or half-breeds. In terms of other half-breeds, there's really only Garona, who was originally sort of up in the air. She was going to be half human, and then like, wait, she's not that long lived, so how can she be half human? She would have a shorter lifespan. Like half orc, half human would mean like she lives to, you know, maybe like 20 years, 30 years. Though Thrall has long outlived his supposed lifespan at this point, but setting that aside, there's not really a lot of half-breeds. I think they've introduced one recently, a half-elf. So really, there's not a lot of racial intermingling in the world of Azeroth, is there? None of the lore for that is really determined. There's nothing necessarily preventing that from occurring. There's just cultural inhibitions. This is Capybara Paradise, or whatever you want to call it. It's the C server based on Turtle's 118.1. So the last thing that Turtle did before Blizzard stabbed them in the throat and watched them bleed. But as we all know, if you strike the head of one Hydra down, 2 more spawn. So, hail Hydra. Alright, where the frick is Serena Bloodfeather? Tell me she's not a random spawn. I thought for sure she'd be in the back area, but now I'm a little uncertain. Maybe she's in the other back corner, because there's 2 of them. Here and here. I imagine she'd be by one of the trees. Did I place her? No, I didn't. Gee. God, I hate being so slow. you're a rogue, you get stealth, and then they make the first level of stealth so freaking slow. It's just ridiculous. Is this supposed to be fun? Well, it's not. If you're looking for the elite one, she's in the northern end of the camp. I don't think she's supposed to be elite. I think she's just supposed to be named. The quest is not marked elite, but it could very well be that she is elite, and in that case I'd be in trouble because I don't think I'd be able to kill her. So most turtle players went to Cappy? No, most turtle players went to you know what? They're everywhere. Some went to Epoch, some went to Bronzebeard. I think that's Ascension. Some went to Cappy. More are coming to Cappy now than before, that's for sure. And some went to Octo. But I still don't really trust any of them, including Cappy. But I'm playing on Cappy because I didn't have to install anything. I just used the original client that I got from the Turtle WoW team and changed the realm list. And that gives credence to the idea that they actually were former C devs of some sort who went rogue. And we rogues have to stick together. Don't we? Alright. Maybe she is the elite that spawns near the front. Was that Serena Bloodfeather? I saw her yesterday and for some reason I didn't clock the name correctly. Oof. Oh, this looks like it. There she is. And she is not elite. Alright. Good. Do you think she died right here? Do you think she spawns inside? Ah, fucked. I think it's too late for me. Oh, it's not too late for me. I've got her head. Huzzah. You got a rogue to level 60 on hardcore on Turtle? Now he's vaporized? Yeah, that's painful. I mean, you know, I have 98 days of streamed content of Zenrai, who was full K40 geared, well, minus one piece, but pretty much fully geared. And that will never not be painful, but I've said my goodbyes to Zenrai, and now Krizix is here for a new adventure. As a Goblin rogue. My first time playing, well, actually, it's not my first time playing a Goblin, is it? My first time playing a Goblin rogue, anyways. Which I think is the preferred way to play a Goblin. Goblins always seemed a little rogue-like to me. Finally joining the Goblin looter race? Yes, indeed. We're all like refugees. Yes, we kind of are, aren't we? Isn't that sad? Never forget who did this to you. Goblin girls are just so cute. Yep. Not gonna deny that. Even their dance. Which I think is the Beyonce dance. It's the... Who sings, if you want it, then you should have put a ring on it. Is that Beyonce? Am I gonna get copyright strikes for that? Just kidding. How dare you dodge me? That's so rude. That is so rude to dodge me. No peso, no bueno. Time is money, amigo. There's a good chunk of Tiwa refugees on Chromicraft, surprisingly. I saw multiple guides already formed. Guilds already formed, and people doing endgame stuff. Endgame stuff. Wow. I don't know. I'm playing it slow and steady. That was kind of always the draw for me for Turtle WoW. Now, Zenrai wasn't slow and steady because I didn't understand how to do that at the time, because you had to talk to like a quest giver or something. But now I was able to select slow and steady, so... Krizix is going to spend a lot of time at the lower levels. As God intended. Single lady song? Ah, oh right, yeah. All the single ladies, all the single... Okay. Now it makes sense. Does this guy look... He looks like a pygmy. It's a pygmy zebra. I missed my ambush? You've got to be kidding me. That is... as frustrating as it is embarrassing. Everyone was just joking about Classic Plus and Legion Classic Anniversary, which is kind of redundant. Yeah. Well, we don't know what they're doing with their Classic Plus for retail. Why did the Turtle team poke Blizzard's cage? They were taunting them on Blizzard's social media. Seemed like they drew so much attention to themselves. It's not... That's not a real thing. Okay. I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but for some reason, people don't seem to understand that Blizzard Entertainment is part of a Microslop company, right? They are a corporation. They don't have feelings. You can't tweak their nose. You can't upset them. They're not a real thing. It's an entity, a corporate entity. And they only care about one thing. When I say they, I mean them as a company. Individual developers and whatever have their own interests, but at the end of the day, who makes the decisions, right? The corporate aspect does. Corporate aspect could not give any shits about private servers until there's a monetary incentive to give a shit. Once there's a monetary incentive to give a shit, then it's over. That's when they come for you. That's when they send the lawyers in a clown car of fucking depravity. And that's exactly what happened. Blizzard was going to do Classic Plus. It was already decided, and in order to do a Classic Plus, they want to make sure it has the biggest chance of success. To have the biggest chance of success for a Classic Plus, you need to eliminate the competition. And to do that, you have to take down Turtle WoW, because they were clearly the top of the competition ladder. So Turtle WoW didn't tweak their nose or poke the bear or rattle the cage or whatever the hell else bullshit you guys want to say. That's not what happened. It was a monetary decision. We're going to make a Classic Plus. We're going to announce it at the next BlizzCon. Ergo, we want no one thinking about Turtle WoW during that BlizzCon. Therefore, we must shut them down by any means necessary before that BlizzCon. That is exactly what they did. They sicked the most depraved lawyers they had, the ones who ruin the fun of every mod community, destroy the COD, Call of Duty hackers, and all that shit. They whipped out the big guns, and they pulled out some bullshit RICO charges, which doesn't even make sense. And they got them shut down by leveraging people in the US who were part of the team. That's what happened. Money was the only motivating factor in all of that. So let's make fun of anyone who says, "Why did they poke the bear?" That wasn't a deciding factor at all. Sorry, little rant there. Basically, Blizzard can do their own Classic Plus, but it would be endlessly compared to Turtle WoW, which is easily expected to be the superior version. That is, yes, at the end of the day, that was the decision. We're doing a Classic Plus. We want to announce it soon. We need to shut down Turtle WoW, otherwise there will be unfavorable comparisons. Because whatever they announce, they're going to have to announce some set of features, right? And if any of those features are not perceived as good as what Turtle already did, the negative comparisons will be prolific across the internet. If only Gobos had more bag space. You just gave me an idea for one of the races for Dead Gods. One of them might have a pouch like a kangaroo, and it's an actual 32 slot bag. That would be hilarious. Just make their starting backpack much bigger. That would be awesome. That's a great idea. Thank you. I'm going to use that for sure. They were buying ads. I had Turtle WoW ads running. So? Like, honestly, do you... Okay. Blizzard also came for every other server. They all got cease and desists. Not all of them got RICO charges against them, but they all got cease and desists at a minimum. And we don't even know what they threatened the Epoch guys with enough that they ran the fuck away. But they certainly did. So Blizzard was clearing the field and they went after everyone. So it was not a poke the bear situation. It's not like if Turtle WoW had been more low key, Blizzard would not have come for them. As soon as the decision was made to make a Classic Plus, it was going to be over at some point. Unless they could find some way to completely evade things. Some of the other servers have found ways to do that, but they can't really move freely around the world anymore, I imagine. You also expect Blizzard to monetize the shit out of their Classic Plus. I think that they will hold off initially, and then they will monetize it after some period of time. Like 3 to 6 months later, the monetization will be cranked up to 11. Give Cappy a Western hosted server. There's rumors of that, but I don't foresee anything like that happening. I think they're currently just running this one server, and it's going to be several months before they even think about opening another one, because they got to get this one under control first. You know what I mean? It's a lot more work than they probably thought. Jinzil in Malakajin in Stone Talon. What? Oh yeah, I did write this. You've done so well for me, Chryzix. You're a regular lucky rabbit's foot, and there's something I want you to see. Our harpies are not from around the Barrens. They come from a place called Stone Talon, far to the northwest of here. Though it is probably a dangerous place for you, I need this letter delivered to an old friend of mine who lives there, a witch doctor by the name of Jinzil. He'll be happy to know that Serena Bloodfeather is dead, and I think you'll find Stone Talon an interesting place. Okay, I can do that. Think. Disrupt the attacks. So Razor Main Water. Okay, let's go kill these guys because they're right over there, and I think they're no longer giving me XP at this point. Is there any guarantee Cappy won't be shut down in a similar way? There is no guarantee, no. We could go through all this and then just experience the same pain over again. It's entirely possible. That is the risk you take playing on any private server. So if you don't want to take that risk, I would suggest not playing, I guess. But if you don't really care at the end of the day, like, I lose another character, so what? At least I got to play. Then play. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't know you. Not really. They're already mismanaging Classic WoW? Yes, they are. Classic WoW, Season of Discovery, Classic Burn and Crusade Anniversary, Classic Wrath of the Lich King Anniversary, Classic Cataclysm, Classic Mists of Pandaria. At some point, they'll get to the end of them and they'll be like, and here's classic retail. It's kind of ridiculous. People asked for those classic servers to just be the way that they were, and then for whatever reason, they decided that they needed to be upgraded with each expansion. It's like they can't get away from the treadmill idea. Like it has to be on a treadmill or it doesn't make sense to them. It's very irritating. It's also to make you buy all the expansions, I suppose. Because if you don't have the expansion, you can't experience that content. So when they upgrade the server to the next expansion, it compels, in theory, it compels a new group of people to purchase them. In theory. I don't think that's actually what happens. Yeah, these guys don't get XP anymore. Damn. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that really sucked. I don't want your creeping mold. Ah, shit. I can't stealth now. That's such bullshit. Here, throw this at him. Did I get more sharpening stones? Right. I was going to save these for making stuff, but I think I'm not going to do that now. Get a hobby or something in the meantime while we wait for proper TWoW remake. The Turtle team is going to do something new. I'm sure of it. They've seen that they went through what Sam Didier went through. Sam Didier, one of the original artists for Warcraft, for like Blizzard before it was named Blizzard. Fucking rock and roll racing. Epic hero of the Horde. Elite Torn Chieftain. Sammy went through this when he lost the game that he was working on there, the survival game. And you can watch his video. If you haven't gone to Sammy's YouTube channel, you can go to his YouTube channel. It's ABCs with Sammy, Samwise, ABCs with Samwise. Yes. And he talks about why he left Blizzard. And basically, after they took away the game he was working on, he came to the realization that he doesn't own anything. None of the work that he did at Blizzard, he doesn't own any of it. It's not his. And so he wanted to make his own stuff now, which I think is great. I love seeing his artwork and what he's creating these days. I've offered to help him with that. I don't know if he took me seriously or not. But if he needs any writing or whatnot, I'm more than happy to help him get that shit done. I still want him to do the ask me anything about Warcraft 3 series, because there's still like 30 questions about art that I couldn't answer that he could. So I hope that one day he'll help us complete that series. I should see what he's up to these days. I haven't checked in a little bit. He hasn't posted on his YouTube in a while. So I'm a little bit worried. Or he's busy with work. Maybe he's like found something. I joked that WoW private servers should be like those asshole devs who hoarded the City of Heroes private server files within a small group of friends and family with the caveat of private info. I didn't even hear about this. What? They managed to keep the server files and emulator secret for 6 years? That's crazy. City of Heroes is one of those games that's like fun in theory, and then sort of after you get your flight ability and stuff, it sort of loses a lot of charm. I think the biggest problem for me with City of Heroes was simply that you don't really feel like a hero at a certain point because you're still like, oh no, here's a bank robber, and I'm like fighting him, and like I'm a superhero who can like leap over buildings, but this one guy is like going toe to toe with me. this one bank robber in a mask. It doesn't make a lot of sense in that regard. It sort of ruins the fantasy, I think. I haven't killed any of these hunters. They're the ones out on the edges, aren't they? I think everyone's having the same issue. That's why they're all out on the edges here. Ew, what is this piece of plastic on my desk? Here it is. Is he one of those ones who his pet disappears when you kill him? He is. Good to know, good to know. I'd be interested in a new MMO made by the Turtle team. Me too. I've already pitched Dead Gods to them and offered it up for them if they are interested. But they are worried that they can't do it, that they can't do an MMORPG, that it's too big for a first outing. And there's some merit. There's some merit to that. But I also think that if anyone could, it would be them, since they've been doing an MMORPG for quite a while now. And all the areas that they're weak on are areas that I am strong in, so I would be more than happy to help them in every respect. I just want them to have something of their own that Blizzard can't take away. Yeah. These guys are amped to hell. All right, let's go to another area and maybe we'll have better luck. Over here. I respect the hustle of having your private stuff, but that wasn't theirs at all. They were the skeleton crew. Yeah, that's weird. This is Cappy WoW, yes. Is there more hunters here, or... I don't need any geomancers. I bet you this quest escalates into geomancers and shit, though. I bet anything it escalates into them. I wish I had distract so bad. Stop running away! Stop! Oh, God, that's so awful. All right. Down. Next. TWoW has done an MMO, but I'd say they had foundation thanks to Blizzard. Yes. Starting from scratch, we'll see what they do. Indeed, indeed. We'll see what they do. It's up to them. I am merely an advisor to those who will listen. You wanted that StarCraft FPS where Tychus Finley was revived as a cyborg by the composer to do Black Ops stuff? What? They canceled that and went the nuclear option with Diablo 4. How many StarCraft FPS games have they killed? That's 2. If assuming that Tychus one is a real thing. Erg. No, let me cure him. Ah. Can't cure him twice. I'll have to keep an eye out better for these sickly gazelles. So I'm pretty sure that this disrupt the attacks will go to the next area behind them. So we may as well get that done at the same time. Nugget sleds, the venture. Oh, right, that's in the Sledge Fen. But there's another quest in that area that I don't have, that I need to do. Something about finding something, I think. And then there's the coal car leaders. Getting Barak's head can take like an hour and a half if you're not, if everyone's camping it at the same time. And as I recall, it only drops one head at a time, so it's quite a pain in the ass. And sure enough, geomancers and shit. Alright, sure, whatever. We'll do that. The TWOW team should start with a smaller project, eventually develop it into an MMO. Like, start with a simple, straightforward, single or co-op game, build the world, and then go beyond, have a game first. That's what some of them think as well. I don't know that it's necessary. In fact, I think it might be a frustrating first step for them in particular. Yeah, 10 years, expand the world into an MMO? Yeah, right. Okay. Otherwise it ends up like Ashes of Lies, never go full MMO first. No, that's not true at all. Absolutely. Do not take anything from the Ashes of Cremation bullshit as, oh, if you do this, then you will fail. Because Ashes of Cremation started in bad faith. The guy who started it was a fucking scammer. He had absolutely no experience in game development. So literally nothing from Ashes of Creation can be used as a way to go like, oh, if you have a group of game devs, you know, you shouldn't do an MMO first. It's bullshit logic. It doesn't make sense. It's like don't take anything from Ashes of Creation's failure as a way to do or not to do anything. Basically, the only lesson to be taken from it is do not listen to scammers who are lying to you about their capabilities and their money. Because that's basically... Oh. That's basically what happened there. He lied. He said he had a bunch of money, but he was going to crowdfund for some reason anyways. And then he lied and said that it was fully whatever. He lied and said that he knew a lot about MMORPGs. He did not. And then he hired a bunch of random developers, none of which I really know the qualifications of, because they were being hired by someone who didn't know anything about game development. So what do you think's going to happen? That was never going to be a real game. So yeah. Turtle WoW, on the other hand, they ran and created content for and created high-end raids for World of Warcraft. For 8 years, they ran this server. So I would trust them to make an MMORPG out of the gate far more than I would trust literally anyone else at this stage. This is tough, actually. Apparently, Steven Sharif didn't even spend any of his money for the game's development. He did not. If you're following the court case stuff, yeah, he was lying from day one about pretty much everything. So don't take anything away from Ashes of Creation other than scammer's gonna scam. Because that's what that was. And unfortunately, it makes it so much harder for anyone else who wants to make an MMORPG and potentially has the capability to, or at a minimum has the best bet of making it happen, which I would say, without a doubt, the Turtle WoW team, from my perspective, based on my experience in the game industry, the Turtle WoW team has combined more MMORPG experience than even some of the actual MMORPGs being run right now, because most of them are on autopilot. They're not actually creating really good new content. They're just figuring out how to monetize their audience better, or repeating old content over and over again, which is a very different thing from creating new content. So they have a very good chance. I would bet on the Turtle WoW team over Blizzard to make a new MMORPG. I'll put it that way. Do not heal. Did he give me a quest to kill the named guy? Or no? Is that the last part? To kill the named guy? Kreenegg. Alright, no. I do have to kill him. Where does he spawn? Ah. Got him. All right. Geomancers and defenders is all I need left, so let's go get those. Blarg. I definitely think you need a lot of world building beforehand to do a proper MMO similar to Vanilla WoW. 100% true. And that's why I'm doing the world building already. That's what Dead Gods is. It's basically an MMORPG world that I built. And if they want it, it's theirs. And by the way, I've made this offer in the past. I'll make it again now since we're talking about it. If you need an IP, an intellectual property for your game, or even like a story or a TTRPG or whatever, if you need your own intellectual property and you need help with the world building, I'm here for you. I can do it based on like some themes, or I can start with like a core concept that you've got in your head, or I can do it from scratch in a basic setting that you want. Sci-fi, fantasy, gothic horror, whatever you want to do. If you need an IP and don't want to get sued by a corporation, I am here for you. Let's just say, if there's nothing to learn from Ashes of Cremation, I think not starting with an MO first is not a bad idea. Sure, TWA team could do it, but why wait 15 to 20 years? I'm curious. It wouldn't take 15 to 20 years. Largely because... Oh, I'm getting smoked, aren't I? It would take 5 years. Oh no. This is trouble. I don't have Vanish either. I'm pretty much dead. Let's see if I can take him down before I do. Nope. That's rough. The spawn rate is so high that I can't stay alive if I hang out there. I'm gonna have to pull them away or something, but they're casters, so they like to stay where they are. Very annoying. Anyways, I was distracted by my rage. Anyways, there's the pre-production and IP phase to make all of that very, very solid could be 9 months. That could be a 9-month phase. I'm pretty certain of that. At which point, then you've got a solid foundation to build the world and start building out the areas and things like that. At the end of that 9-month cycle, you have a full prototype of the gameplay loop. You have a full prototype of the core systems, combat, at least one trade skill, and so forth. And from there, it's probably a 2-year cycle to have most of the core elements of the world built out, at which point you can go into an early access phase with the understanding that it's not done. And then it would be another 2 years, I think, to get to a full launch. That's my current sort of production thinking on that. And based on past experiences, I'm probably correct. But there are two things I'm hinging this on that are presumptuous, perhaps. Number one is that we could get the entire TWOW team back together and potentially the Unreal Azeroth team to work on this together. That's presumption number one. That's what I'm basing the potential of this on. And number two is that everyone wants to do that, because I can say for a fact that there are a number of people on the Turtle WoW team who will only work on Warcraft stuff and they don't care about anything else. They don't take anything else seriously. It's actually really frustrating sometimes. They only care about Warcraft. Everything else is just like nonsense to them. I can't do anything about that. That's just who they are. All right, how am I going to deal with this? I could... Ooh, Tiger's Eye. Can I convince that rogue? Okay. Okay. I can help out now. Ah, I'm slowed. Okay, that was helpful. Why did I not eat the fish? That's super annoying. Goblin and Classic WoW, no way. Welcome to Turtle WoW, my friend. Stealth. Oh my god, my stealth is so slow. I'm used to being level 60. So I'm frustrated with not being level 60 sometimes. Oh, wow. Sears boots. Banana. Delicious. All right, one of these is going to spawn. Presumably. Anyways, MMORPGs are not insurmountable game development tasks. They just seem daunting because of how many systems are involved. At the end of the day, if you approach it systematically and you only hire as you need people, they are totally approachable from a game development perspective. And while intimidating, I would remind everyone that World of Warcraft itself, once it was decided to go in the World of Warcraft direction, was done in 6 years. So if World of Warcraft originally, as the classic version, as the vanilla version, was done in 6 years, now mind you, they didn't have raids and things, I think it's perfectly reasonable to presume that you could make an MMORPG in 5 years that is just as innovative as World of Warcraft was in its time. More than reasonable, I would say. No, you piece of shit. I swear, whoever designed this particular set of quests, the Sickly Gazelle, is a sadistic asshole. Because they've created I think intentionally, conflict between people who want to cure them and people who want to kill them. And one of those two things is much easier to do. I've seen a lot of people claiming that Blizzard adding Spellblade Magic Fighter class for Classic Plus. I have no idea. I've not heard any. I'm not even paying attention to any rumors around Classic Plus at this stage because there's so much bullshit out there that I wouldn't trust anything. It's just not reliable information. And I would advise against listening to that nonsense at this stage. They're going to announce it in September, so we can just wait and see what they say. I guess I'm not really that T-Mog obsessed at the moment. I can always come back for these. I do want these T-Mogs, though. If I get green items, we're definitely putting those on. Uh-huh. Doesn't that mean I wrote this? Jinzil, it has been a while, but I thought you would like to know that the last of the Bloodfeathers have been slain. Don't thank me, though. The person delivering the letter is the Slayer. If you'd like, I can have her head delivered to you after the caravan makes its rounds through the Barrens. I know you like that sort of stuff for your voodoo magics. Take care, old friend, Darsox with Dagger. What a nice guy. Unique appearance. Must have. Now we'll go vendor it. Update Silverpine Forest, add more quests. Yeah. Yeah. They got enough quests, man. They don't need more. They're all good. Alright, let me think here. Stagnant Oasis, return to Tonga. Test the dried seeds complete. When did I do that? Did I do that? I don't remember doing that. I didn't. That's Tonga. Why does it say complete? Strange. Very strange. Stagnant Oasis. Which one is it? No, oh, okay. I would take the riding mount, but instead I'm looking for those sickly gazelles to uninfect. Ah, this itchy nose is driving me insane. Is the Nat Pagel's Extreme a good fishing rod? I'm about to do that quest. Yes, it is. In Turtle WoW, Survival has a better rod. But in Classic, if you're playing Classic Retail, Nat Pagel's, I think, is the best. No, it's the second best after the Fishing Quest rod. If you do the competition in Booty Bay, I think. But that's really hard to get. Like, you'll never get it. So get the Nat Pagel's fishing rod for sure. There's also in Turtle WoW the Bear Fisher rod. But the survival fishing rod is better than the Bear Fisher rod, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. Depends on your point of view, I guess. It's nice that survival has a blue fishing rod. Really? What the? Why are you running? Fuck. Getting these sickly gazelles is going to be difficult, I think. Ugh. I swear there's some quest for this that I don't have. Oh, because I have to get the head of the... Shit. The coal car leader, Barak's head. Maybe we'll do that. We need a lightning gland and Thunderhawk saliva gland. Those are both further north than this. So maybe I'll go there, get to Camp Tarajo, turn in those quests, and then come back to Crossroads again and head west. Ah, this itch. Aren't there deadly turtles in here? I can't help myself. Oh, they're killing all the turtles. Great. Bubbling Fisher? Okay, that's what I need to do. I feel like I might be allergic to something. I hope not. That's my fishing add-on, turning off the music and everything so I can hear the fishing sounds. I don't see a lot of people fishing yet, for some reason. I guess they want to level up first. Fishing buddy? Yeah, that's the one. The dried seeds worked. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. All right. We'll head to Camp Tarajo. We'll kill a Thunderhawk and probably a 5 Storm Snouts. If I think the Thunder Snouts are level 18? Should be fine. Should be fine. You couldn't resist and started playing Cappy as well? Nice. I feel big guilty, but I just want to play the shit out of turtle content. Well, my thinking is that, and I understand the Turtle WoW devs are fully reasonable to be upset that that this happened. But my reasoning is this. I might not ever get a chance to play Turtle WoW's content again. I certainly don't trust the OctoWoW people. They were just capitalizing a little too quickly on people who were grieving and asking me to install incredibly suspicious packet sniffing apps on top of demanding crypto. It was just a bit too much for me. Maybe they'll turn out to be perfectly reasonable people at the end of the day who are actually just trying to save the content. But either way, I have Cappy as an option, and they do seem to have been truthful in terms of they most certainly had access to my account information. So how'd they get that if they weren't devs? Oh, I'm gonna get smoked, aren't I? Yeah, we're in trouble. We are in big trouble. He is level 20. Alright, let's drink a potion and try to save this. You've got to be kidding me. I'm so dead. Flame ward. What the fuck? Didn't realize the boss was there. Shit. What happened to Turtle WoW? Yeah, you can go to Court Listener and you can look up Blizzard Entertainment versus AFK Craft or something, and you can read all about it. I'll give you the shortest version of it, which is simply that Blizzard has decided they were going to make a Classic Plus at some point and decided to clear the field of competition. And they were able to find some of the Turtle WoW developers in America and then leverage them by threatening their livelihoods and threatening them with jail sentences using RICO charges, of all things, and thus get the rest of the Turtle WoW team to capitulate and shut down the server. So that's what happened. The vampire lawyers win again. Blizzard went full Nintendo on CWoW. Yeah, that's probably the shortest way of saying that, I suppose. Ogre race win. God, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? You know, if Blizzard's listening, hopefully they'll add an Ogre race to their version of Classic Plus. They could earn points even with me if they did. They won't, but you know, what can I say? It would be nice. Riot Games style too? Yeah. I thought Riot Games was generally nicer about it, but maybe I'm wrong. I haven't read. I don't know if there was recent lawsuits or something with Riot Games. I'm actually not aware if there is. All right, we need our sharpening stones and stuff. I really need to get an alchemist as well. Also, I've been forgetting to use the storm snout brew. Can lose some intellect so to increase my damage. I'd really like to get him before he gets towards his friend. There we go. Right, these guys are casters, so you can actually interrupt them out of stuff, which is good for me, because it means less damage coming my way. You can check the Chrono Shift stuff out. What's Chrono Shift? Wasn't that Riot's... That's Riot's tool for, like, going back in a match, right? Did that get hacked? Did that get hacked at a tournament? That'd be interesting. Oh, yeah. Big, fat 200 ambush. Gotta love that. How does it something that fat dodge me? That's ridiculous. We do have to pay attention. The difference between a 19 and an 18 actually is kind of big. Not annoying at all. Chrono Shift was League of Legends version from 2011 from fans. Oh. That's pretty funny. 2011. Damn, what version was that? I can see the appeal in that, actually. I can see a lot of the appeal of that. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. 2011 version. Oh, dear lord. Ooh, yeah. Alright, that's 19. Let's go for the level 18 one. Are these guys not dropping lightning glands? Is this not where lightning glands come from? Did I make a mistake? I'll try one more and then I'm moving on. I don't... These are not the right guys for the quest, then. What am I thinking of, then? Okay, I actually don't know if I can fight this guy. I'll still do it. I'm actually killing myself. Legit. Oh my god, I almost died. Oh no. He's fast. Alright, we better sit and eat. What guild am I in? It's hold on. Hydra! I couldn't resist joining. It's an English-speaking guild, so that was benefit one. The second benefit is now whenever someone joins, we all yell in guild chat, "Hail Hydra," which really appeals to me on so many levels these days. Maybe the TY devs could do something like a space fantasy, like Paizo's Starfinder. I guess space would be easier simply because you don't have to do a lot of art. But they are heavily steeped in running a high fantasy MMORPG, so I'm not sure that that would be the best move for them. Thunderhawk Saliva Gland. Do these guys drop both of the things, maybe? Is that what's going on? Or do they drop nothing at all? Alright, I think there's another quest to kill storm snouts, so I think I'm maybe wasting my time doing these, but... XP is XP. Indeed, hail Hydra. I already found Mancrick's wife. She was badly beaten and bruised. I wonder how that happened. I wonder why Red Skull didn't create an evil clone of Captain America and name him Captain Hydra. I think that would be too cheesy even for him, but maybe not. Would be pretty funny though. Wasn't there a Captain Hydra? Or am I thinking of another? There was an evil version of Captain America. Oh, no, wait, that's... I'm thinking of the red something. Ah! Missed my timing there. Brain not good working two problems at once. All right, these guys are not dropping lightning glands, so I don't know where those come from. I should just read the recipe. Chen's empty keg. Stormhide. Any stormhide. What's a stormhide? Greater Thunderhawks? Okay, well. Perhaps this... I mean, the quest is red, so I think they must be further to the north here. Captain Russia? No, it's the red... You're gonna make me open Marvel Snap. I swear I'm having an allergic reaction to something. I don't think I have any Zyrtec, so that might be a problem for me. Slay his favorite prey, Azevra, then bring its carcass to the dead tree northwest of Ratchet. Ishamuel will smell the carcass and be drawn to it. Sure. Sure, why not? It is... No. What filter is on? Energy. It's like a 2 power, 2 energy? Or is he 1 energy? I think he's 2 energy. Stormhide, I think you get from Reptile Southern Barrens? Reptile? I mean, it's those Thunder Lizard looking guys, right? Oh my god. Why is it like this? Marvel Snap needs to work on their UI. Should not be this difficult to find this guy. I think he's a 2-3. UMFer. Where are you? This is going to bother me if I don't find it, so just bear with me here. Okay, US Agent is like the CIA dark ops version of Captain America, but he doesn't count. That's not what I was thinking of. There's a Russian version. I don't know that he's necessarily evil or anything, but he was in the movie, the recent Marvel movie. Oh shit, was he a 3? God, I'm never gonna find this guy, am I? He was in the Thunderbolts movie. He was played by the guy from Stranger Things. Captain Hydra. Oh, what? He does exist? Often known as Hydra Supreme, is a dark alternate reality version of Steve Rogers. Okay, well that's an alternate world thing. His history is rewritten so that he grew up a devoted, highly trained agent of what? His history was rewritten so that he grew up as a devoted of Hydra. Okay. Interesting. Not who I was thinking of, but I'm impressed. I mean, I guess I'm not impressed. It's just Marvel has done so much shit in their universe at this stage. Like, there's, what, 5 decades of just, like, everyone and their mother doing a random Marvel story. You're the dev who said Arthas wanting to save thousands of lives was evil? No, that's incorrect. What I said was that killing those people did nothing because dead people become undead, so it didn't frickin' matter, did it? Only a moron would think that murdering people would somehow save them. What a ridiculous notion. I'm glad I don't know any psychopaths who think that genociding an entire city is a good idea. That would be sad to know people like that. Red Guardian. Yes, that's him. Frick. Drive me insane. I don't have the card. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, well. Daredevil comes up. Wouldn't killing the people to become undead stop the spread of undeath? No. What caused them to become undead? Was it being bitten by zombies? No, it was infected grain. So if Arthas really wanted to stop the spread of the plague, his highest priority should have been stopping the frickin' grain, not murdering people who'd already been infected. Murdering people who've already been infected doesn't do anything but make them easier to convert into undead. It was an absolutely... I don't know how much more telegraphed it could have been in the main storyline. Uther even says it flat out. Every time one of our soldiers falls, they bolster the undead. Or something along those lines. But that's literally a line from the previous mission. It was his warning to Arthas not to go to Stratholme alone. He was getting rid of symptoms instead of the cause. Indeed. The whole point of Arthas' storyline is that he was rash and he was acting out of like a need to do something without really thinking about what he should be doing. Oh, this quest. All right. Why not? So the people who were infected and turned into a mindless undead army should have been allowed to happen? It made no difference. They were already infected. They were cursed. The only thing you could do to save them is cure them, right? Killing them doesn't cure them. Killing them doesn't stop them from becoming undead. So if his plan didn't include finding a cure for them, it was not a good plan. Uther recognized this, and he called him out. What did Arthas do? As soon as he was questioned even a little bit, he accused him of treason and disbanded his paladins from service. Does that sound like a rational thinking mind to you? He didn't even try to argue his case. Everyone who thinks that Arthas did nothing wrong at the culling needs to replay Warcraft 3 immediately and actually listen to the fucking story, because the story is very clear. At least, it seems very clear to me. The only thing I can say is that people feel complicit in the actions of Arthas because they are forced to do them in order to progress the mission, and therefore they feel, well, I can't be doing anything wrong, and then they find ways to justify it, but I'm sorry. The point of the mission is that it's wrong. I thought Arthas killed the civilians because if they turned, it would have been a lot harder to contain the city. They couldn't contain the city. They had to, his plan was to mass murder the city, the entire city. So how does that contain anything? Like, what's the difference between nuking a city and not nuking a city if at the end of the day, after the nuke, they all get up and come after you? The closest moment that you should think of is Hearthholm in Game of Thrones. When at the end of the fight between the Night's King and... Sorry. Between the Night's King and... shit, what's his name? Stark. One of the Starks. Frick. I'm all over the place today. Anyways, he just raises back everyone who died at the end of the fight. That's exactly what would have happened at Stratholme. Except that in this case, the point was to bait Arthas into chasing Mal'Ganis. So they let him believe he succeeded. Ah, you've defeated me here, but our journey hasn't ended yet. Follow me if you want your vengeance. And he took it, hook, line, and sinker. Arthas was chosen because he was easy to rage bait. Ironically, not as easy to rage bait as the people who believed he did nothing wrong. Thanks for the laughs. You don't even understand the moral repercussions of the story you wrote. Actually, I do, and I understand them a lot better than you because you don't seem to understand the implications of committing genocide and taking away the free will of people. Nor do you seem to understand that killing people doesn't stop them from becoming undead, nor do you seem to understand anything about Arthas's character arc. So, yeah. Unfortunate to be you. Maybe if you read more, you'll figure it out. Try reading other fantasy novels that maybe have more depth to them. And maybe you can put 2 and 2 together. Though I honestly, Warcraft 3 pretty much spelled it out in the easiest way possible. Nice troll, though. Appreciated it. Got my blood up, helping me focus again. All right, I came to Thunderbluff for a reason. We are here to what? What was it? Darkmoon Fair. That's what I was hoping to check out. Because I'm level 18. Which means, theoretically, I can get the turtle mount. Are all the undead we fight in Stratholme the civilians who all died by Arthas? That is, yes, that is the point of Stratholme in WoW. Arthas was arrogant, highborn, and probably raised in a way where people feared to contradict him apart from perhaps his father and Uther. Yes, exactly. He was definitely a monarch. In every sense of the word.
The winds guide you.
Do I really want to do that? I probably don't. I just want to see if Darkmoon Fair is here. Because if it is... okay, it doesn't look like it's here, but... it could be here. And it just hasn't appeared yet. Or rather, what do you mean? Like sometimes you have to get closer for it to show up? The Barkers were definitely saying that it was coming here, but I don't know that that means anything necessarily. Looking like it's not here yet. It could be the script's broken. Oh, wait. Damn. All right, let's go see if I can turn this in. I'd like to see if the turtle quest is still here. I was joking yesterday that maybe they replaced it with a capybara, but I don't think they've had time to do anything like that. Pretty Prince Boy. Yes. Warcraft 3 is very simple, to be honest. It is. It's a pretty simple story. It's a reverse, not exactly a reverse, but like a kind of a reverse King Arthur story. Except instead of pulling the sword from the stone, he pulls the sword from the ice and then he sticks it in his father. And that's how he becomes king. The only man who has never done any wrong is Garithos? Yeah, no. Garithos is a whole different ball of wrong. But he never did wrong by his people, if you know what I mean. His people. All right, the Darkmoon Fair is coming here, but it's not here yet, so I think it'll be here. Does it show up on a Friday or a Saturday? I'm not sure. Also, does it show up on server time Friday? Or not? I don't know. I feel that people who think Arthas was good probably think the same thing about Walter White from Breaking Bad. They probably do. They probably unironically have wallets that say, I am the one who knocks on. A lot of people read that line as like Walter being triumphant, but you have to remember who he's saying it to. He's saying it to his wife, and he's saying it in a very threatening manner. And he's trying to be a big man in front of his wife, who he feels doesn't respect him. I am the one who knocks. It's actually really pathetic when you understand all that context. And there are people who unironically put it on their wallet and think it's cool.
We shall meet again.
Oh. What is this place called? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. 1,000 needles? 1,000 needles. It's in southern Thousand Needles. I think it's I think the Windhorn Canyon's right here. Here. Still not an excuse to become a shitty person. Oh wait. Huh? Oh wow, we're having a whole Breaking Bad conversation now, aren't we? Walter White was constantly on the brink of death because of his cancer. That may have affected a lot of his decisions. Oh, for sure. I doubt that cancer treatment is going to make you a solid thinker. But he was also a victim of the American healthcare system. So he had certainly more considerations than Arthas did. Arthas being a wealthy monarch from a very privileged, like the son of the king, very privileged background. Whereas Walter White was a teacher with a teacher's, monetary income in America, trying to get cancer treatment for his healthcare from a healthcare system that would actually prefer him dead. Yeah, very different characters. That said, still not an excuse to become a drug lord.
Goodbye.
Just saying. Did Arthas stab his father in the heart or the throat? Because from the final bit, it seems like the blade went through the king's throat. I think it's the throat, but it's not actually easy to understand from what we see. And that I think that's intentionally done to hide the grotesqueness of what he's doing. Just a little bit. That's why it's all in shadow. On purpose, obviously. We do not want to open that. What am I thinking here? Am I really going to keep all these? I guess I am. Next one's 10 gold. Oh boy. That's going to be a long time. Saul from the same show is honestly a much more nuanced character. I would agree with that. I need to finish watching Better Call Saul, though. I haven't finished that yet, so can't really say anything. What is this springy rope for? Maybe I can make something for survival to get that out of my inventory. Springy rope. Huh? Ah. Okay, yes. Great. We can get 2 slots back. Oh, because they're in my mailbox. Rugged string is for what? Fishing poles. Don't have the coarse thread. I'd have to go buy that. We'll hold off on that. Cutter levers for a quest. This can be sold. Should probably be sold. This should be sold. This should be... This is for food. This is for a quest. Others we'll keep here. I am Mal'Ganis. I am a turtle. Oh, Mal'Gains? What? I'm from the Netherlands, so obviously I have no hands-on experience to the U.S. healthcare system. Yeah, fair enough. It's hard for people who live outside the U.S. to understand how just entirely depraved the U.S. healthcare system is. It is so disgusting, and there are approximately 10,000 American deaths every year due to either being underinsured or their insurance just denying them everything. So when you hear a story about like when you hear the story about Luigi Mangione, and you should look it up if you haven't seen it, it makes a lot of sense with all the. It helps you understand the American healthcare system a lot better. Because otherwise, it's like, this doesn't make sense. Why are people dying? It's literally 10,000 deaths every year just from lack of insurance or under insurance, or basically not being everything being denied, which is really insane when you think about it. What am I looking for? That's a quest. I'm trying to get rid of these bundle of sticks for some reason. Is there something I can do with this linen cloth, perhaps? I could just make a bunch of these, even though I don't need them. I should be moving on to wool cloth soon. Let's do it till it goes gray. Yeah. Fuck it. That's the guy that allegedly killed a healthcare CEO? That is correct. They profit off our misery. That's why I turned to alternate medicine. Yeah. Well, here in Thailand, I can afford the healthcare system here, which is to say I just pay for everything out of pocket at private health hospitals. And it's still cheaper than the American health system has ever been. For me, anyways. To be honest, I feel zero pity for the CEO. You are not alone in this. I don't necessarily condone his actions, but I absolutely understand them. And can't say that if I had had similar experiences to him that I would not potentially do the same. I think we all have more in common with Luigi than we do with Walter White, for example. Still, that being said, alleged. It's all alleged. And a lot of the evidence against him, well, a significant portion of it got thrown out because the cops did an illegal search and seizure. So that's good news for his legal team. Okay. That was weird. All right, we're just going to sell these because I have no idea. This should be down here. Okay. Still struggling for bag space. I guess that's just my thing. This is Capybara. This is the Southeast Asia Cappy server. And it's the only server they currently have. And it's also it's 118.1, so it's the last one that the Turtle WoW devs did. So it has all the new content, including the new raids and stuff. Though I won't see those for a number of months. I can tell the way that I'm playing. Not that anyone's surprised by that. What was my plan? I want to do the venture company quests, but what? Razor Hill. Oh my god. I'd have to go to Duratar and go south? I should just abandon that. Alright, let's go to Ratchet. I'll cancel something else. And we'll cancel this one. We're not going to Silver Pine. No, no, no. He is crying about Arthas did nothing wrong crowd. What? Who is? I've already said my piece on that. It's funny how those psychopaths show up like every year and then occasionally go quiet and then pop back up to say they're psychopathic. I have no problem with killing people. Shit every time. That Forsaken NPC? Oh, I see. Gotcha. The Defilers. Well, I guess from the undead or the... I guess from the Scourge's perspective, Arthas did nothing wrong. Because he just helped them become what they were always meant to be, I suppose. So in at least that one perspective, sure. For the undead, Arthas did nothing wrong. Because he only helped. What psychopaths? The people who think Arthas did nothing wrong. We did a whole thing several years ago because one of my videos went viral and it ended up on an Asmongold thing. And Asmongold is purely in the Arthas is the one true king, he did nothing wrong camp, and unfortunately his army of sycophantic morons who don't think for themselves ran with that narrative all the way to my channel and were shitting on me for like at least 6 months. Vehemently. I argued with them in the YouTube comments for most of that time, though I've learned not to engage because I've already said everything I'm going to say on it. I did a whole video on it, so I've said my piece. I think it's very obvious to any thinking individual who can follow the logical progression of the story and who understands the narrative of Arthas, at least at a fundamental level of like what his character arc is. I think they can understand that the culling was obviously bad and wrong. Some people still struggle with that, and I say to them, go play Warcraft 3 again and see if you still feel that way, because a lot of people apparently played Warcraft 3 when they were very, very young and probably didn't pick up on some of this, which is, that's fine. That's fair. I'm not hating on anyone who, you know, missed it when they were a kid. That's not really their fault. They shouldn't have been playing it at the time anyways, because it's a mature game. That said, coming to my channel and then accusing me of shit when, like, they don't know what they're talking about, I don't know. I don't know what to do with those kind of people. I think they're just here to troll. I don't think they legitimately believe that shit anymore. Because they all say the exact same thing, so they're like a bunch of bobbleheads. This DD Asmongold lore goes deep. I had no idea. It was just a one-off thing. I even tried to like engage with him and like try to get him to debate me on it, so that I think I could bring him to my point of view. But he's obviously not interested. Why would he waste his time? He would benefit in pretty much no way, and I would just spend another 6 months getting shit on by... That's weird. I would spend another 6 months just getting shit on by his stupid viewers who don't really understand anything anyways. Venture Co-Overseers. That's the one. I think this is the one. Northeast of the Sludge Fen. Yes. Okay. I swear there's one more. That's Wailing Caverns. Maybe I can do Wailing Caverns. Though there's 3 quests I need from Wailing Caverns, I think. And I don't think that I have unlocked the last one. And I'm not sure what I need to do to unlock the last one. Deep moss spiders, smart drinks. Okay, that's 1, 2. So it's these 2 guys, and then there must be a 3rd Wailing Caverns quest somewhere that I'm not sure where to get yet. Or I haven't unlocked it. I'm not sure which. Not sure which. Alrighty. Let's go up north to the Sludge Fen then. And then we will see about the next quest. From Forsaken perspective, Diarthus. Yeah, well, Sylvanas was none too pleased with becoming undead, so there is that. Yeah, but that's old lore. I like that it has calmed down to the point where I only hear about it once every 2 to 3 months now. But every once in a while they'll jump onto my chat channel and think that they're being so clever, when I've already heard every ridiculous argument under the sun and have no real interest anymore. What level am I? 18. I'm going very slow. This is slow and steady, so it's going to be a very long time before I do anything super exciting. Like get to level 20 and be able to talk in world chat, which I cannot currently do. Oh shit, I can talk in world chat. When did that happen? Oh. Ah, yes, I did this quest as well. Also, check the weapon dealer. No, this is all junk. Just wanted to say Warcraft 3 was rated 12 years old and up in Europe. I agree it was violent, but the whole violence is so cartoony and over the top. It is, but it's like very mature themes. I don't know that it's something I would want my 12-year-old to see. I guess it'd be okay if I were there. Altered Snapjaw? Oh, for fuck's sake. What's the other one? Oh, right. Stupid. I guess I can't take the mount. I was going to take the mount up there, but I might run into a sickly gazelle, and then I don't want to have to dismount. Meh. I always wondered what kind of support Arthas needed to at least contain the spread, like elite carpenters to lock down every house, lock people in who are infested, and those that aren't. Flamethrowers? Yeah, that's not... that's not conducive to saving his people. Just the very irony that he's like saving his people by murdering them. It just doesn't fundamentally make sense, or it shouldn't make sense to anyone. I just don't know how that point got away from so many people. Other than I think Asmund said that it was that this is the correct thing, and therefore people just followed that blindly. That's really what it comes down to, I suppose. All right, we've only vaccinated 2 of these stupid gazelles, so it's going to take a while to find the rest. But I mean, like, Arthas literally commits patricide at one point. Like, is that really something you want your young kids to see? Mortar teams. If Asmongold says it's the correct thing, it's probably not. Well, I have sort of pointed out that recently he's been saying things about Iranians and Palestinians that are 100% in alignment with his views on Arthas as well. So, I mean, at least he's consistent, I guess. Yeah. And that's probably the only positive thing I can say about him. He's a good businessman. He sure knows how to grift. That's for sure. I'll also say I did get some behind the scenes lore on him, because he worked with Frost Giant on Stormgate. So I got an idea of how his mental model for how to attract attention. It's nothing I would ever engage in, because I find it, let's say, disingenuous. Yeah. I find the way that he thinks about things to be disingenuous, or he presents himself authentically, but it is disingenuous the way that it's actually the way that he actually thinks about it, because it is about getting views. It's not about what he actually thinks. which makes it all the more frustrating because I know that Zach, the person behind the Asmongold mask, is actually a very reasonable, nice person in general. Everything he's doing as Asmongold is to get clicks. It has a fundamental purpose of getting attention. He worked. What did he even do? He played Stormgate, and he was paid for it. He's also very good at being economical in any type of way. That is a fair assessment. I concur. Where is the Ishamul? Ishamul, where did he want me to go? Slay his favorite prey and then bring its carcass to the dead tree northwest of Ratchet. Okay, that's not here. What is this? Oh, that's Adventure Co. Alright, that's not what I want. I want Sludge Fen. I'm looking for what? Slugs? Nugget slugs. I want to fix the Sims for Adventure Company. Keep them in tool buckets. Tool buckets, that's right. And then the other one is what? Cat's Eye Emerald. Ah, frick. Ah, come on. There we go. Nah. Not doing a good job with that. Alright. We need our wyvern pet. Maybe I should just buy a mic and say the stupidest shit ever. I mean, it works for him. I can't say it'll work for everyone. He also started at a time when, like... he just has such a head start that I don't think it's necessarily something that can or should be repeated, let's say. I'm pretty sure all the algorithms would shut you down if you were trying to be the next Asmongold. How's Stormgate right now? It is effectively not existing. You can play it. The editor works, but they've disabled all the multiplayer stuff. So it's not necessarily super fun. There's still like volunteer stuff being done for it, but it's not all the devs are gone. Tim Campbell's working on Cyberpunk 2077 Part 2. So he's already out of there. Without him, I don't think a campaign happens. So there'll never be a full Stormgate campaign or any additions to the current campaign. The people who worked on the editor, they're not there anymore, so that's not going to get updated. Which is a damn shame, because, like, at least if the editor got updated, users... Huh. At least if that got a... Oh my god! What the fuck was that? It crits you for 208. What the shit? He just melted me. Did he just go up there and murder the rest of them? Son of a bitch. I'm like, oh, a silver thing. Let's get a green item. Nope, you get dead. Jesus Christ. Never fuck with a foreman. Rare Spawn just mogged you? Yeah, I did. You almost died here on hardcore? Same guy? It absolutely did destroy me. It destroyed my soul. That felt bad. Also, I'm slow and steady, so I lost 960 experience for that. I keep forgetting that in slow and steady on TWoW you lose experience, but thankfully he reminded me, and now I will be more careful. I can't wait till I get Vanish, so I can get out of stupid situations like that. Though his damage, that 200 crit was like so unexpected that Just I'm like, what happened to my health bar? Where did it go? World of Dark Souls craft. Dark Souls craft. Yes. Yeah, he ate my soul, that's for sure. Jesus. Was not expecting that at all. Thankfully, it's only a short run here in the Barrens from the crossroads. I do believe this is the biggest zone in the game. Yeah, Silithus is like half the size. Durotar is quite large, though I still think the Barrens is larger. Maybe from Sunjin to Orgrimmar, but you're not often making that trip. Ugh. By the way, I don't think we'll ever get another RTS like Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2, which is unfortunate. No, we won't. All of the RTSs that I've been seeing being made are made by like 1 or 2 devs. And they are not campaign focused at all. They don't even seem to care about making a campaign or a story. They're just like, they've sort of loosely crafted a world around these different factions are fighting, and like now here's multiplayer, which holds no interest for me. Quite honestly, I wasn't that big of a RTS fan to begin with. I got into Warcraft 2 because it was a high fantasy setting, or Warcraft 1 and 2 because it was a high fantasy setting, and it was like, for that day and age, was one of the few options for high fantasy storytelling. But the RTS aspects of it never really appealed to me. All right. Is that Rare just up there murdering everyone? Surely they've dealt with him. Maybe I'll just stay down here. There it is. I knew there was another quest down here. Can I even do that quest is the question. All right, so this quest I think I can abandon and pick up again. Actually, let's abandon the breadcrumb for now, because we'll get to Windshear later. Wait. No, I don't have the right part of the quest. No. I'll help him anyways. Shoulder pads? Oh, they're male. I mean, we don't have to kill everything. you think I can solo this? Oh, I'm not sure I can solo this. Okay, I don't need all these bars over my head here. I got 2 pairs of them. That's so unfair. Why are they both male? Give me the leather ones. That druid has no idea that he's helping someone that thinks Arthas did something wrong. What happened with Frostshine? I didn't follow their story for a while. They ran out of money. They burned the money on marketing that they probably shouldn't have. Mistakes were made, let's say. And then, as a result, they effectively closed their studio. But it's still sort of operating as an entity under Tim Morton. And he's trying to make a new game, but I don't know who's gonna give him money to make a new game after the previous game went the way it did. We'll see. Or we won't see, I don't know. But either way, Stormgate never had a chance. Is he just leaving? I guess he's just leaving. I'll just let him go. New game? Holy, that's a hard task. Yeah, I don't know. I think he just thinks that it would be easier at this point to get a new game going than to try to make Stormgate work. They do have the Frostbite engine, which I think is actually could be a quite nice tool for making an RTS in Unreal, and could be sold that way, or licensed, or whatever you want to say. That said, I think most people, like, how many people are making RTSs to begin with? So what is your target audience? Like, how many licenses of the Frostbite engine can you sell? Also, it's built on and in Unreal. I don't even know what the... I guess you could sell it in the Unreal store as a add-on for Unreal. I think that is actually the best thing that they could do, because then anyone could go use the Frost Giants engine to make a RTS in Unreal. And it's not a bad engine for that. It's actually quite good. I do wish that the editor had gotten more work, but I don't even know if it would come with it in terms of, like, do you get the editor as well? I guess you could work that out in the license agreement. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that shit. Stormgate never clicked with you? Yeah, the irony is it never clicked with me either. The characters just never... The whole world lore kind of didn't work for me. But I was not hired for that, so I didn't really have a say. I mean, I did have a say until they stopped listening to me. I still contend that if I had been able to make the level 0 mission that I wanted to make, where you get to meet Amara and establish a relationship between her and her father and the other characters who appear in the cinematic before you see the cinematic. I think it would have worked better, but I guess we'll never know now. I'll be honest, the StarCraft 2 engine still performed better, even with it being single-threaded. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Because again, the Frost engine, what is it called? I forget what it's called. Anyways, it's built on top of Unreal, so it's got all the baggage of Unreal on top of it. And it wasn't done. Like, they were still working on it. There were still improvements being made, and probably a long way to go. That said, you can't buy a license for the StarCraft 2. You can't buy a license to make a game with the StarCraft 2 engine, but you can buy a license to make a RTS with the Frost Giants engine and Unreal. So that's something to think about. Maybe? One thing I like about Monsters and Memories is just that when I see something holding an object, I know it will drop it. And then I can get it. And I was just thinking, I'd really like to have that shovel, but he doesn't drop it. He does not drop the shovel. Alright, I killed that guy, but what am I doing? There's another quest, and I'm going in the wrong direction. It is... Well, that one's kind of hopeless. Miner's Fortune. Venture co-overseers or enforcers. Northeast of the Sludge Fen. This is the Sludge Fen. Northeast in the Boulder Lode Mine. Oh, that's the other side of the cliff where I was originally. Guess we're running back over there. We're also on the lookout for the key now. And we'll have to come back here for this guy when we're level 20. I think it's level 20. No! Oh my god. Okay. Tin vein. I can't find copper. At least I can mine the tin. But I actually need the rough stones. Failed. How dare you. Alright, we're up to 70 mining. I think silver was 75, so we've still got some ways to go. Shit. No, I see it. Come on. There we go. I should probably be trying to get into a Wailing Caverns group, but I don't have any room in my All right, it's Adventure Co. Overseer, I think. Or enforcers. Okay. Great. Good to know. Oh. Level 17, you say? What? Do these guys run? I bet they do. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have some problems in here, aren't I? Nice. I don't even have food to eat, do I? I got nothing. I'm tapped dry. Also, this carcass is getting run out. I didn't think of that. The price of playing a goblin? Indeed. It's worth it, though, because I get double sprint. Oh, this could be rough. 199. Nice. Let's see, level 16, level 17. There, we got some food. Hardcore. Whoops. What? He calls for help. Shit. What the? Oh, he disarmed me? That's just fucked up. Wow. A lot of hardcore died in here. Oh my god, they're just... What was the level 12 hardcore doing in here? What the hell was that guy thinking? Oh dear. Oh, they don't run. Alright, we're not getting the... I see my skill in unarmed went up to 5. Was that an undead hunter? I don't know, was it? I think it had the latest updates. I mean, obviously this is 118.1, so I think... Was Undead Hunter introduced with 118.1? I know Torn Priest was. Oh, come on. Just die and give me the gem. Ugh. Leave me alone. No! No! Where was I running? Oh, jeez. Yeah, That's a long run back. Yo. Very expensive one, XP wise, too. Torn Priest. Wow. What is even the lore implications of that? Sun Priests? Yeah, I don't particularly like that. I voiced my concerns to them, saying that it really didn't fit the lore of the Earth Mother uh, and the Holy Light don't intermingle. It also doesn't fill a niche that they're lacking. They Tauren have druids. Druids heal, so do they also have to have a priest? Like, but if it were up to me, only female night elves could be warriors. I'm not sure how people would feel about that. And only male night elves could be druids. Or priest night elves a female thing too? Uh Priests, the holy light and night elves shouldn't mix, to be honest. They do have moonlight, so they could have potentially been like moon priests, but I don't know how that works exactly, and I don't think that anyone on the team really thought about it too hard either, to be honest. And I'm not talking about the Turtle Out team, I'm talking about the original Warcraft team, so. Let's just say there were concessions made so that priests would make sense. Dear God. All right. I really don't want to die again. I think we'll stay outside of the cave and we'll hunt for the enforcers and stuff outside and play it safe. Or try to, anyways. Really need to get Vanish. Once I have Vanish, then it's very easy to stay out of trouble. Tauren worship the sun, and being sun warriors and priests being mirror night elves worship of the moon. Sure. I don't know what that has to do with the holy light, which is what priests channel. Because the holy light is not the sun or the moon. The moon is a loon, as far as I recall. And the sun doesn't even have an association, uh, god-wise. So I don't know. I mean, if you're going to have priestesses of the moon, I would have done them a little bit different than priests. Would have had, you know, a moon theme as opposed to just generic healing. But, eh. I mean, Shadow Meld works during the day, so there's that as well. No, come on. There. Let's see if we can do the trick where we revive outside the cave by being on top of where the corpse would be. That's assuming the hill isn't too high. I went in deep. I was not where I thought I was at all. Shit. Shit. No, I'm fucked. Oh, great. Oh, great. they should make discipline specs for priests much more different rather than holy priest but different. Maybe. I don't know. Ah, that was not the exit at all. Oh, God. This is gonna be a problem, isn't it? All right, we'll hang out near this guy. And we're gonna go... We're just gonna sneak our way out. We're not gonna even try. I am gonna pick pockets, of course, though. I mean... Okay. I'll play it safe. Blah, blah, blah. Great. All right. It's this way. I think the real problem is I don't have food anymore. I'm struggling. Uh-oh. That was food. Shit. My ping's under 60. Oh my god. All right. Overseer or enforcer should be good. Goblin on goblin action. Hamstring. Bastard. Fucking everyone's got a special ability now. Get off me. Where's that haunch? I'll eat that. Call the gob police. What the hell? I actually don't know what that's for. Actually, I do need this 8-slot bag for the bank, so that's great. Cracked eggshell, don't need that. We should just use the scroll of stamina right now. Use my last raptor punch, get some more space free. I guess that's about it. We do have thistle tea, which we could use for getting energy back when we need it, but feels like a waste. Is that freshly baked bread? I'll take that. Oh, come on. He's running away and I'm missing. So ridiculous. Ugh, my kingdom for distract. No, he backstabbed me. What the f... Gotta be kidding me. Eat that freshly baked bread. Delicious. It's funny, but I think we've been sort of stuck at the midpoint here since I keep dying in this. It's almost a full bubble when you die, so you have to be really careful. Slow and steady is good training for hardcore, I suppose. You chef with the gifted membership. How you doing, Kisef? How you been? You're ready for some wacky goblin adventures? MS Deuce, what the heck name is that? MS Deuce 7, be sure to thank Kisef when you get a chance. You now have access to the members only videos. You're waking up to a Dave stream. I suppose that is unusual. I would usually be in bed by now, and perhaps I think my morning streams would be evening for you. Sadly, I'll probably go to bed soon because it is midnight here, and I'm trying to stay connected to a schedule related to my children's habits of being out of the house, because those are my most productive times. Is either when they're asleep or when they're at school. So, but I am planning to stream again at some point in the morning, though it just depends because I have to get a bunch of stuff done before I can stream. So I don't know exactly when that'll happen. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. All right. What is that lag? That feels like game lag when that happens. How do I miss more whenever they turn their back? All right, we're going to start using our bandages. I've just been not using them for some reason. They really didn't heal much at all. You made an Abomination mini for TTS. You'll post a vid soon. Sounds good. I'd like to see that. I think everyone would like to see that. All right, I don't have any food anywhere. I'm just looking for stray food at this point. My goblin's about to start eating out of the trash. Jesus. Desperate. Can't do that yet. Come on, hurry up. We'll drink Rumsey Rum Light. Though theoretically, I should be saving all the Rumsey Rum stuff for when I eventually have to do the, what you call it? Blood Sailor stuff. I mean, I guess I don't have to do that, but I'm going to want to because I want the 15% swim speed on the coat. All right, who drops this fucking gem? Did it drop and I missed it? No. Isn't there something in the tower? Let's go in there. I remember there being like a box or something you can loot somewhere in here. Oh, I think that's a later quest. No. I think it might be a rogue quest. Alright, well that's not active yet. I don't have whatever quest that is, so probably doesn't matter. TWL might not let you pick this particular box. Really? Oh, it's for a quest, so I don't think you can get into it until you get that quest. I think it's rogue related, but I'm not 100% sure. What? Oh, what the fuck? I thought someone was shooting me, but it was him shooting this overseer. Miss, 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 miss. Jesus H. Flask of oil. Wow. Thanks. There, that was the perfect ambush combo for farming. Capybara, wow. I don't feel safe with Octo WoW yet. I probably never will, to be honest. But Cappy WoW has, they had my old account information. Hey, a food crate. I'm actually going to want to loot that. Give me the food. Nice. Poor Krizix digging in garbage cans for cheese. I wonder what the rarity of this gem drop is. I'm starting to suspect it's in the 0.00 range. Miss, 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 miss. You'd think a character with like +3 on the weapon skill would be doing better than this, but... %? That's better than I thought, actually. Are you planning to raid here or just checking it out? I am planning to raid here. Assuming I can get to a raiding level and find a raiding guild. There is no real raiding guilds yet, but I imagine by the time I get to 60, there will be several that are consistently raiding. So hopefully that happens. But we'll see. For all we know, we could lose Cappy within a matter of months to the Chinese government. Because at the end of the day, they might be operating from China, but that doesn't protect them from the Chinese government. And World of Warcraft, Blizzard, Microsoft, they all have Chinese connections. So who knows what might happen. Traditionally, China has not cared that much about this kind of stuff. Traditionally. But now that they're making money from it, it's hard to say what might happen. There's no safe private server. So as long as you play with that in mind, and you're not going to lose your shit if you lose all your shit, you should be fine. And until that day, we enjoy Cappy and don't give Blizz a sense. Yes, exactly. Especially if you're one of those people who found out about Turtlewell a little bit late and you didn't get to enjoy any of the raids and stuff. Now might be a good chance to you get a second chance at that, which I think is great. It also preserves the work of the Turtlewell devs, and even if Cappy gets shut down, another two Turtlewell related servers will spawn shortly after, I'm sure of it. Hail Hydra. Only safe private server is if you compile your own and play solo or with friends. It's true. True. I wouldn't know how to go about that, though. I suppose well, I did see that Reddit post, yeah. Oh, shit. What is that lag? That is so weird. It's not good. Come on. Oh, he disarmed me. What bullshit is this? What unholy hell? We're still working on the Hardcore Victims Unit series. We have episode 4 basically done, except since we lost the Turtlewell server, the way that we made the machinima in the past, that person used the Turtlewell server to do that. So we are faced with the dilemma of finding a way for them to continue their work. Usually downloading a repack and setting the IP. Yeah, it's not that hard, I suppose. Azeroth Korra was a tiny bit complex to set up, but it doesn't take that long. You just need to find a fresh Wrath client. I'm not terribly interested in that. I think the main thing that I missed from World of Warcraft originally was the raiding. So the more experience I get with raiding, the better. Because you got to remember that when I was working on it, there wasn't any raids at all. And then when I did play later, I only got to experience light raiding at a time when raiding itself was much less hardcore compared to early raiding, I would say. Gotta love those 200 ambushes. Why do they dodge more when they're walking away from me? Like, your back is turned, it should be easier to stab you in it. So bizarre. Oh wow, people are doing Dragon Maw Retreat. That's the one thing I'm kind of excited for, is getting to experience all the dungeons at the appropriate level. Because when I did Dragon Maw... Oh wait, did I run it with my priest? I did run it with my priest. Never mind. I got to experience that. I will say it's experiencing anything as a priest kind of sucks, because you're often staring at health bars in your interface rather than looking at the world, which I don't think is a great way to play. Something I'm definitely trying to fix in Dead God's combat system. How is this bandage healing so little? 114? That's not even... Jesus. I don't want to go inside that cave. No, there's some in here. I can kill these. No, potentially. Oh, whoa. Maybe not. Do they call I bet they call for help too. And this one might be okay to get. Let's see. He does not want to move. Hmm. I wonder. Thank you. Fuck's sake. Let's get the hell out of here. Cat's Eye Emerald. Alright, that's those two. Letter to Jinzil. Would it have been faster to go to Orgrimmar and take the flight? Ah, shoot. I think it might have been. Chalk Garok. Stone Mall. It's part of a new quest, isn't he? You post on my Discord?
Get on with it.
Ah. In Warcraft? Nice. That's pretty cool. Is that for, are you making it for a game? Like a tabletop game? Or just for fun? It's in the hashtag Warcraft channel if anyone wants to check it out on the Discord, Designer Dave Discord. Your bet is that Cappy is going to be taken down. China will bend the knee. Entirely possible. In fact, I would say probable. So everyone excited to play Cappy, just, you know, don't put all your hopes here. I will say that litigation takes a long time and takes even longer time generally if you're trying to do it in another country. So if they do decide to pursue something against Cappy, it'll be, I would guesstimate, like 2 years before anything actually happens. I would guesstimate. And there's a possibility that since they just did a big round of effing with people, that maybe they're not necessarily interested in stirring any more bad blood. Now they see the absolute displeasure that it has caused, I guess you would say. So, I don't know. Maybe nothing will happen. I know this guy has a quest to kill that goblin over there, but just not sure. Shit, we need that. Come here, you sickly gazelle. What server? It's Capybara server. Cappy is the 1.18.1 client. You can use your old Turtle WoW if you still have it, and just change your realm list to get onto it. Just bear in mind it's a Chinese-speaking server, so unless you add the Unicode font, you'll just be seeing a bunch of blanks everywhere. But you can join the English channel if you want to talk to other people who speak English. And there are English-speaking guilds, and seems more and more every day. I don't know what the last head count was. It seems like this is capped at 50, because I've only ever seen it say 50, but I know there's a lot more than that. Yeah, I think that the who is capped at 50 right now, because they don't want people to necessarily know how many people are coming in. But I'll tell you this. Yesterday, I tried to play, and I got the queue, and I was like 163 in line or something. Which I don't know what their server cap is, but they hit it. So there's that. You joined the Ambershire Guild once upon? Ah. On Cappy or on Ambershire? If they're following the Ambershire phase plan, they would have Timbermaw releasing in February 2027. I don't think that they're following any plan. I think everything is out there, but I'm not 100% sure of that. That's actually a good question. I didn't even think of that. I don't even know who I would ask. Let's ask in the English channel. You heard that even Dire Maul is phase locked? What? That would be silly. But I don't know. And no one's answering, so we'll see. I haven't seen, I mean, nobody is at raid readiness yet. So it's going to be some time before I even know what's going on. And I assume the same is true for most people playing. I am getting some sort of weird application lag. I don't like that. Like that at all. Makes me wonder if there's a memory leak or something. Or it could be one of my add-ons going crazy. In fact, it is. It's this. I forgot to turn off synchronizing on DPS Mate. If you don't turn off synchronizing on DPS Mate, you will eventually see that weird lag that I was experiencing just a moment ago. Let's just sell this. Okay. So where does this go? Oh, these are both ratchet quests. My bad. I ran to the wrong location. Waste of a silver, but whatever. We're up to a gold 77. I do need to have a significant amount of gold for level 20 though, because that's when you get a bunch of updates to all your abilities. Hmm.
What up? Be good.
Right. Does this guy? Oh. Hold up. Bring me the materials? Can't. What? What are the materials again? I don't remember. I think it's Lazy Pig causing me to auto do stuff. Auto roll messages off. It's not saved? What? Gossip auto processing. Turn that off. There we go. Light leather, 10 pieces. Ornate spyglass. That's the problem.
Yo,
I need an engineer for that.
have a good one.
Oh, that was weird.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
11 silver and an old money bag. 6 slot. Alright. Is this guy fishing or not? Yeah, he's fishing. It is a quiet life.
What up?
So let's see. One of these is a 6 slot bag. It's this guy. We'll swap this out for the 8 slot bag I found. Why would I ever keep these? Is there something I use this? There's like some quest or something, right? Really? I think we're just going to sell these. They don't even sell in the auction house for a good price anymore. Nobody wants a 6 slot bag. It's day 2.
Keep it real.
8 slots are old news.
What's up? Keep it real.
All right. Nuggets. No, Winicki's up north. Fucking hell. All right. I think there's a quest to go to Booty Bay. One of these. Weapons? No. Here it is. I never got my boot shipment from Drizlik in Booty Bay. The first arrived by caravan from Duratar, but the second was bound by ship and never arrived. I think the ship he's referring to is this one. I think. Let's go check the weapon screen. Isn't it past your bedtime? Yes, Scott. It is. It is definitely past my bedtime. Look, I'm not addicted. I can quit whenever I want. It's just that there's this one quest, right? And I think that I figured out where the quest item is, and I don't want to forget because I'm an old man. And if I go to bed now, I won't remember that I think it's in this boat. What is that? The real question is, do I have enough breath to get down here and get it? I'm starting to question that. I also might be wrong in my assumption about where the item is, or that it's even related to this at all. Yeah, I'm gonna die. All right, I didn't see it. That's not a crate. Is there something in there? The panic is actually real. We're past the 50% mark. It took me 50% to get down here, so we might be in real trouble. Does jumping help or hurt? Seems to be helping. It's always that one quest excuse. I mean, yes. Maybe it's not that boat. Is there another boat here? No. Is it this boat or not? It's not even 8 p.m. in Germany. Perfect streaming time. Don't be discouraged to continue streaming. Yeah, I'm not discouraged. Don't worry. I do think I have to cut myself off in like 10 minutes though. Because this is like I said, if I cut myself off in 10 minutes, I can theoretically go to bed, get 8 hours of sleep, wake up, and start another stream. And then you can have me for your evening endeavors as your background noise. Is okay? Maybe this is not the where it happened. Do goblins have less breath than the other races? I'm starting to wonder. Capybara English Discord claims there's only MC open right now? Oh, okay. I've never done raid progression before, so that'll be interesting. Alright. Frick. Do I keep looking? I feel like it's not here and I need to look somewhere else. I don't know. Small lungs. Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, it's too late to like do the trick where you get inside. Well, it might be too late to get on board as well. You should have been a tank. Try new things. I've been a tank. I leveled a warrior 0 to 60. Well, 1 to 60. My Night Elf warrior. Did you forget already, Scott? Or did you not pay enough attention to the lore of my channel? I did not like tanking. I think I would have liked druid tanking more, simply because I would have had the versatility to not be tanking necessarily all the time. But whenever I had the option as a druid and I didn't pick tank, I ended up tanking. Undead warlocks. What is breathing? Indeed. That island. We'll be going there one day to get the dagger quest. Looking pretty dapper in my Kodo armor. Kodo hide. Damn. That's quite the loading. Oh shit. Booty Bay. How I miss you. Oh wait, where is it? It's on the dock? It's somewhere around here. Oily Blackmouth. Thought it was one of these. Uh-oh. Apparently not.
What can I do for you?
What can you do for me? Not much.
Travels.
Time is money, friend.
Huh.
Greetings.
Yo.
Yo.
Time is money, friend.
Hey there.
Moonsteel broadsword, eh?
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Alright, where's the look? Okay, hold on. Stolen booty. Retrieve the shipment of boots and telescopic lens. Smaller of the two lenses, the first arrived by caravan from Duratar, but the second was bound by ship and never arrived. Also, I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlick in Booty Bay. Drizzlick. Just target Drizz. Drizzlick. He's here somewhere. Oh, don't they have a dagger on this one? Daring Dirk, level 29. No. Where is Drizzlick? Was he at the dock and I just ran past him? That's probably what happened.
Yo.
Let's get the flight point here before we do anything else, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. For Rizzle, that was Nizzle. What? You should still make a druid and farm the Wailing Cavern set. That's true. The Wailing Cavern set is nice. But honestly, you can get that on a rogue too. So I will want the whole set regardless. Hello, Baron.
Keep your nose clean in my town. I have work for one such as you. Well met, traveler. There's opportunity to be had here if you're clever enough. Keep your nose clean in my town.
Hail.
Yay.
Thrall Hall.
Oh. Oh. Right. Is this free? Gromgal. Is that automatically given? Or no, I took the flight point there, didn't? Yeah, okay. I actually took the Zeppelin. Forgot I did that. Read the whole comment about Wailing Cavern set. Oh. You should still make a druid and farm the Wailing Cavern set. You can be a sneck instead of a cat. Okay. Is that supposed to make it better? I don't understand. You get the Baylor flight point for free. Grislow, not Grislick.
Yo! Time is money, friend.
That's a different quest. Oh, bummer. Caravaner. Bruiser. Maybe he's up top or somewhere in the roof areas. I don't know. I don't know where this guy is. It only works on druid cat form? What? That's bizarre. But cool. Also, didn't know that. Berklore. Oh wait, I'm a blacksmith.
How are you? What are you looking for?
Neither of these are trainers, though.
Interesting.
Well met.
I supply only the finest
up?
goods.
Train me. Battle axe. I am far behind on
Have a good one.
my skillage. I need a smelter so I can learn how to smelt tin. Shoot. All right, well. Where is this Grislick? Maybe they removed the old prerequisite for getting the Baylor flight point. It used to be hit 30, log out, delete WDB, and it'll be visible. Maybe everyone just has it now. My guy in Cappy hasn't been to EK yet. I thought, yeah, everyone just started with it, but maybe... I think deleting your WDB is a clue that you're supposed to just sort of have it. For the same reason that you have the Gilliam Isle one. Because there's no way to get there otherwise, right? Because they're islands. That's... They would have to make a boat. And then the boat would give you the flight point. Lizix?
Best deals anywhere.
No. Drizzlick. That's him. Hello? Wait, what? I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlick in Booty Bay. Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Time is money, friend.
What's up?
That's Drizzlick. Is there something I'm supposed to click on? Maybe he left a crate here or something? Now I'm confused. Did I not read this correctly? I never got my boot shipment. Also, I never got my boot shipment from Drizzlick and Booty Bay. No, that's just...
Time is money, friend.
That's just... For some reason, he's not interactive for me. I don't know. I wonder if that's a bug. That's strange. Hmm. Doesn't seem like there's anything around him to click on. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you want?
back. Yo,
Yeah, he's just not interactive at all.
time is money.
I see he has a white quest marker on him. Maybe he's not interactive until you're a certain level, and that's just a quest issue.
Interesting.
Minuscule diamond ring finger. The quest box is at the curve on the coast just past Barren Longshore, and the next box at the tent on your right just after that bend.
Real.
Tent on the right. These? The pirates stole them? I can't fight those pirates. Perhaps he has a follow-up quest for it that presumes a higher level. Maybe I won't be able to do this until I'm 20. We should just abandon it for now then. Bit of a bummer. I think I'm gonna call it here. That's enough frustration for one night. Hopefully we'll actually make a level up next time. Yeah, I think I started at 18 and I did not pass, did not go any further. Unfortunate. Maybe we can auction house some of this stuff. I don't know. Copper lantern, sure. If they're going below, yeah, forget it. Not even worth trying to sell it. $180 simple slingshot. Who wants these? I don't think anyone actually wants these, but since they sell for 5 copper, I'd be more than willing to let them go for 98 each. And we'll just sell these 2 bags to the vendor and call it a day. Can't wait to get to level 20 and actually have all my skills. Right now I feel like I'm half a rogue, which isn't much of a rogue at all. Why did I repair my items? What a waste of money. And, yeah. I did that already. Why did the quest guy doesn't take them back? So we can delete these, I think. Or is this for a different fisher? I'm confused. All right, whatever. Calling it here. I'll see you guys next time. Hail Hydra.